Good afternoon, dear Invader fans. Well, here I'm back with the last of the three videos of the Invader autobiography, the beginnings, the demos, and the studio albums. And number 3, this one is the last one. In this I discussed the studio albums, how it started and all that. And here I got them. There's 10 CDs altogether. One was released twice with different artwork. All right, I'm gonna just get here to the beginning. Okay, what I think I'm gonna do in this case, I'm gonna just go through all the albums and where it was recorded, etc. And then I'm gonna play a few of songs of these albums on my channel, because they're all uploaded to the channel and they on playlist there, so you can go and listen to the full albums. Okay, so the first album was this one, White Metal. Now, this one was recorded in 1997 at Nick and Dino Costaros's recording studio in Benoni. Okay, they had a band called Desert Rain, and I went to see them, and I started talking to Nick, and he told me they had this recording studio, because I was looking for a studio. So far I only recorded these demos on the unprofessional way at home. So I went to see the studio, and then I agreed on a deal with them, and they did 11 tracks. One was just short, is a intro, The Glory to Come, and then I did Standing Up, White Metal, The Tiger, Today, They Stole My Van, The Bedland, Center Point, War, The Anointing, and Love God and Hate Evil. Okay, the title is White Metal, the title track of the album. And please take note that white metal's got nothing to do with color and race. It's like the opposite of black metal. In the satanic metal bands, they talk about black metal, which is anti-God, and this is the opposite of that, because Invader is very, very, very pro-Jesus, so it is white metal. Okay, yeah, that was the first one. Okay, now if I open this, okay, this is a picture of me with a guitar standing that I used in here, and also in the back. And there's a picture of me where I look with a long hair still in those days. Okay, that is the first album, White Metal. Now in this album I did that kind of distorted and an undistorted guitar over each other with a strong bass. That was the first album. The second one, New Lane, this was recorded in 1999 in Daryl Thor studio in Melville. Now in this album, well, in the first album, I forgot to tell you, I used the studio drums, which is those electric drums. I used those, and this a year later or so, I bought myself a drum set, and I got a double bass pedal as well. It was quite pricey, that double bass pedal, and you would surprise how hard it is to get them, because very few drummers use them, only metal and maybe some jazz drummers. But I took all my drums into the studio, had them set up. In those days, you know, you had to set up each drum with a mic. You know, you couldn't do it as easy as with the electric drums, because that was already in the system. You had to put a mic on each drum and cymbal and so on, and it took us a whole day to set up just that. And then I recorded these songs there. Stay on Fire, Eye Opener, The Victory, Elijah, Truth Rebels, Commons Mal Clipper, which is just a crazy fun little short instrumental. Guided, also an instrumental, and then The Challenge and Better Place. Now this I draw it with a hand. I actually like to, in those days, I like to buy, I used to buy cassettes. And of course, when you buy cassettes, they are hard to find, especially Christian rock and metal. They were very scarce. They weren't always available, so I would take a tape home. I would like re-record it to a blank tape, and then I would wear the blank tape out and not the original tape. So sometimes on these blank tapes, I also had a piece of cardboard in it, so you can their cover. I would like take a blank piece of paper and draw my own kind of thing on it. Whatever album, of course, not nearly as good as our original album and so on. And on this one, I draw the picture of a car like that, and it was actually a Christian hip hop, that old rap cassettes. And I would draw this picture on. And then I thought that was a cool picture that I drew. I'm going to use it again for my album. So I did, and I drew it in much better and more detail, but she drew with the hand. And I'm not such a big drawer. I'm not such a big artist and so on. Also did the back, which is nice. But this was done by the hand, where this first one was actually, I actually drew that, but it was black on white, and it was turned around by a guy helped me doing that was Andre. It was like my best friend who passed away unfortunately in 1993. It was his oldest brother, and he had like a business. He would to work computers, and those were the first CD, blank CDs that you could write in those days. 1997, he would print them on some of those blank CDs for me, so I could distribute my music. Okay, and then, but this was not the original one, it was different. This I had redone it was in the early 2000s. I had it done at a guy at Maranatha Music, did this for me at a very good price. So I made another, I think it was 40 each of this in the second New Lane album. Anyway, okay, this was a photo taken of me that was copied on black and white. That came out wrong, but actually for the better. I quite liked it, so I used this. And then a picture of myself on the inside. But this I drawed with a hand. And now, if you open it, that was a picture. It was on some ad from the internet for some concert. And I liked it, and it was like just a small Christian concert at a coffee bar where I used to help out, and I included that. And I also I also had the CD made by the guy from Maranatha Music, and there the back as well. If you take this out, the artwork, also drew all that. It came out quite very crafty CD, this. And the recording was a bit better than the first. Well, I don't know, it's different. I think the drums were a little soft here, and this is like a real drum. So it was a bit of a hassle and a challenge to get it sound, perfect. But we did it. Me and Daryl toured at Melville, and that was awesome. Okay, then I thought, but it's so, I have paid a lot of money for both of them to record white metal. And okay, sorry, I forgot to, the name of this second album is called New Lane. So it's the white metal album, and the New Lane album is the second album. It was so much money to record both of them. It was something like, for the first one, nearly 10,000 Rand, and the second one also like nearly the same price. I thought I don't have money now to do a third one, because I was working full-time, and I got retrenched because we got a package, when there's staff at a place, they would give you this, we call it a pakket in Afrikaans. And I was like, let's call it package. I don't know what actually you call it in English, but then they pay you out some money, you get all your pension back and so on. So I had some money, and I could do the 2 recordings, which was awesome. I'm glad about that. Otherwise, I don't know if I ever would have done it, any recordings. Okay, now then, I had plans for, I had new songs in mind and so on, and I had plans for new songs. And I also did later a demo after the 2 first albums called Think Big. and I was thinking to put these on studio quality and do studio recording on them. And I went to this church in Edenvale Baptist, and there was a guy called Russell. And he never wanted to tell me his surname. I don't know why, but anyway, he actually had this that Pro Tools recording software you got, and you can have your own studio on your computer at home. He had something like that, but I don't know if it was Pro Tools. I think it was something else. And he told me he can get me the same guitar sounds like these others I did before. Fantastic. I actually played him some samples of how I want the sound to sound like. And he said, no, he can do me just the same. So I thought, I'm going to give it a go. And he gave me a very good price. I think it was something like 1,000 Rand a song. And I thought I'm going to do 5. Or was it now less? Or is it now 500? I think it was something like 500 Rand a song. I could do it for quite cheap. And I thought, let me do it. Let me do a 5-song EP. And I did a 5-song EP. And what I did then, I would he would use artificial sounds, and his drum kit on this computer. I would actually go and record the song here at home like a demo. I make like on a demo. I had then a drum machine. I would program the drum machine with a bass line. The drum machine also had a bass line, and would record guitars to it. I would put it on a cassette. Still cassette. I have an old small radio, Jetto Blaster, and I would record very well. And I took the cassette, I gave it to Russell. He took the cassette, and he would actually put it into his system and build around it the new sound, of course, of the computer, the much better sound. And he phoned me, said, the sound is ready, I must come and listen. If I like it, I can accept. If I don't like it, we can do something else. And then I'm only going to sing to it. I just have to do the vocals. I must come in, and he had a special microphone there. I can do the vocals. I went in, and he played it for me, and it didn't sound anything like the other guitars. I was shocked, but strangely enough, I liked it. And it happened to be industrial. It sounded very industrial, and I thought, why don't INVADER do an industrial album, or industrial EP in this case? So the third INVADER CD was this one, and it was called Fresh Fire. Fresh Fire. Here at the back you see, this is just a joking picture. This is these two towers, they're two radio and TV tower here in Johannesburg, and I I would use it as quite a funny kind of picture. Like somebody use it as there's 2 poles, so you can make a washing line out of it. Okay, and on this is a song called Light in the Light. Now, Light in the Light was the first song I heard. Then, of course, and I said, go ahead, let's do an industrial album. And then Up, and then Controlling Spirits, Abnormal, and Fresh Fire, the last song. And I thought, no, this is great, so I'm going to do the other 5 the same, and it came out quite nice. So I'm going to play you this. I'm going to play you this Light in the Light. This is the first song I heard later when I play you some music. Okay, I just want to go a bit faster now because I don't want the video to be too long. Then I thought I'm going to do a full industrial album like this with about 14 songs. And I did this one, INVADER Divine Graduation. But unfortunately, you see this other one, I only sang to it, only did the singing to it. It's all my compositions, my ideas and drumming and everything, but I did the singing. Then with this one, I decided I'm going to add some other guitars to it, a bit more stuff to it, which I did some guitar playing to this as well. It was the same way as this one. It was artificial guitars and things with me adding some stuff. And I thought I'm going to make a bit of an industrial black metal. Holy, in this case, you call that black metal. It's Christian Holy and Black Metal. Holy and Black INVADER album. But I could only do 7 songs, and then Russell was studying very hard. He couldn't record anymore. So that was a pity. So what I did, because I want to release a long CD, not only with 7 songs. Well, this 7 is also nearly over 30 minutes long anyway. It's Doxology, Man of Destiny, Sea Joy, Spin, More Intelligent, Temptation, Resistance, and Divine Graduation in brackets, the title of the CD, and then Fight or Die. Then I added this like 5-song EP at the back of this, Lighting the Light Up, Control Pillars, Abnormal, and Fresh Fire. So I'm going to play you some of this, okay? Later. Okay, then I thought this is now done with INVADER. I mean, it's very expensive to record, so I did a sort of best of INVADER. I put songs of all 4 of these CDs on with some demo songs as well of my demos, and I released a thing called 12 Years of Invasion. But it's just like I also draw the cover, and I make some copies of these CDs and some demos and put it together and all that. Okay, then I sort of, in 2007, I was urged to do some guitar playing again, and I went for guitar lessons again, and I thought I'm going to record a few more stuff, so I did some more demos, but then I had the drum machine, and I put the bass line in the drum machine, and I played to that, and then I did that X29 demo, that's on the demos video. Then I did a CD, this one, X29. Now in the Bible you won't find X29, only X28. Now X29 is we're still part of the book of Acts. This is a continuation of the book of Acts actually, because we still live for Jesus, we win people for Christ and all that. Anyway, my guitar teacher introduced me to a guy called Peter Wingard, and he said there I could record and just give a donation, which was cheap enough. So I went to see the guy, but then he said, yeah, it is like that. You just give a donation, but he actually his donation was nearly like hiring a studio, but a little bit cheaper. So it still was a bit pricey, but anyway, I did 2 songs with him, and he blessed me with some software, and then I had my own computer at home, and I only got into computers very late in 2006 anyway, and they're called Audacity. Now Audacity is an easy to understand thing. So the first 2 songs, X29, it's an instrumental only, and Slave to Emotion, I recorded Peter Wingard's studio, and then these others, from The Silence is Broken, Vision Defender, Tattoo, Faster Than the Speed of Light, Your Line, New Kind of Rock Band, and Follow On, I recorded here at home on my own. I bought me a little a mixing desk, but it was just to get my guitar and bass and drum machine into the computer. I mixed everything on the computer through Audacity with headphones on my ears. I got a very smart pair of headphones, which I'm so glad I had, because it wouldn't be the same without it. So the 7 of these 9 songs was recorded here by myself, and the 2 at Peter Wingard's studio. It was in Bramley, and he actually had the studio. He was an Anglican pastor, and he did the studio thing as a hobby. Okay, that was it. Then the artwork I did myself here at home. Let me just. I don't have any pictures of myself in here, but anyway, if I can let me just put the. Sorry about that. Yeah, the CD looks something like that. Anyway, this is like a homemade CD. The only thing that I didn't do here at home was print the stickers of the CDs. Somebody did it for me elsewhere. Everything I made here, I designed it here on my own computer. I had a little printer. I designed this on. It's not so much. So well done, but I did it on Windows Paint, and then I just copied these at a PostNet with a machine. It worked much cheaper, because having your own printer was very pricey. Okay, then I decided this was done in 2000 and end of 2008, and it was released in 2009. Then a friend of mine did some other artwork for me. This So this is exactly the same. All is exactly the same as that. It's got the same songs on. X29, Slave to Nation, and so on, but with better artwork. And if you open this, it's a don't have enough hands now. Yeah, this like homemade CDs doesn't work as nice as those that you bought, that's made in a factory. Anyway, there it is. Came out lovely. And it was just by chance I visited this guy. He said he can quickly do it for me, so he did it. Praise God. Okay, and it came out. So this is I've got two of this is the same album with two different artworks. Okay. Then I decided a year later I'm going to do a hectic one, fast, but something like black metal, but not only and black metal. I mean, but not wholly and black vocals, but just plain raw metal vocals. And I did this one, Devil Rattler. Also, this one I designed totally. Everything was recorded here at home. Devil Rattler, The Invader, The Two Entities, You Believe, So Does the Devil, Nehemiah, Danger, The Magnet of the World, Living by the Word, End Time Uncertainty. And the thing is, this thing really rattles the devil, because you know, when you live by God and refuse to be deceived by his lies, you are really a devil rattler. You make him nervous. Okay, I'm going to open this one. Let's look at the inside. There's a couple of pictures of me playing. Okay, there's the CD. I had it done. The DR stands for Devil Rattler. Also, only that was done for me. This wasn't done here at home, the CD. Okay, that was that one. Okay, then my old computer packed up. I had a laptop, the software I had on the old one. I had even this thing called Goldwave that you could put tapes onto CD, and you can use it for mastering, making your music louder, everything. I don't have that anymore. I sold the mixing desk, so I wasn't recording at home anymore. So I was also introduced to a guy, Jonathan Shaw, with his own studio, and what a good introduction it was, because he's very good. He does good work for me. And I recorded the next CD. Let's see, let me count how many do I have. I will say it's the 7th, yeah, because it's, if you count that EP as well. Well, that EP and the Divine Graduation is on one CD, but let's count those as 2. And then I did this one forward. Now, this was better. You see, in a professional studio, there's preamps and there's some equipment and special software, which I didn't add on the... at my home little studio thing that I had. Okay. So I recorded this, and this was I could only afford 4 songs. Reschedule Your Agenda, Forward, Time is Tight, and Develop. Time is Tight is instrumental that I covered from musicians called Booker T and the MGs. It came out in 1969. I heard this song a lot when I was a young child in my primary preschool days or whatever, and the song was always in the back of my head, and I remember the tune, and I decided I'm going to cover it, but I didn't even listen. Now you can just tap into YouTube and listen to anything. I didn't even listen to it. I did what I could remember, and I made a long recording of it, like 9 minutes plus. This Time is Tight. Reschedule Your Agenda is also a long song that is a bit slower, but just fast, a very strong galloping song. Reschedule Your Agenda is over 10 minutes long. Time is Tight is over 9 minutes long. And then I add as bonus tracks Center Point of the first CD, Fasten the Speed of Light of the X29 CD, and also Doxology of Divine Graduation CD. Okay, here it is. Some other company did the CD, printed the sticker on the CD and so on. There's a picture of me. But these 4 songs is like just over 30 minutes long, so it's not such a short CD. At least it's a good listen. Then, this was in 2011. And then I recorded songs on and off between 2012 and 2016, but with Jonathan Shaw. I did like 7 songs, and then I put them all together on one CD, No Nukes. Then I did Vision, Do It Anyway, No Nukes, On the Road, Jesus Rock, Whose Funeral Are You Going To, Against the Stinking Spirit of Indifference, and I put in as an extra bonus track Fight or Die. That was off the Divine Graduation, the last song on that one, the 7th song actually, before I added the EP. Okay, and Jonathan's wife, Ziggy, that was a graphic designer, she did this cover for me. Excellent, it came out so nice. If you open it, you see there's pictures of me playing live there in the studio. It was taken all in the studio, that. Okay, that's this is called No Nukes. This is actually heavier than Forward. It's fast and very thrashy. And this is song Jesus Rock, which is very different. It's unique. You must. I'm actually gonna play it for you when I do some when I play some songs. And then that was in 2016. I got married. I got married in 2019. And I was a bit away from the music for some time until last year, 2023, I phoned Jonathan again. I said, let's do another. He also moved to a bigger, better studio. Let's do another CD of 5 songs. So I did this one called Up and Rising. This is now my latest. It's now nearly a year ago that this was released. Okay, and here I did Survivors. Survivors is like going about the pandemic and how suddenly it came upon. Everybody was just sort of cut off. Then Up and Rising, that is the title of the CD, with this nice Harrier jet. The CD came out very nice. God's Army, The Shiny Bright Tomorrow, Overdriver, sorry. And oh yeah, I also did in 2018, I did a single song called There Can Be Only One. I added this as a bonus track, and this was just on the internet, and there was nothing, no hard copy of it. And the picture I made for that was that is like a church on fire, and there can be only one church, and that's a true church of God, like in the book of Acts, of course. If you're a real follower of Jesus, you will know that. Okay, now if you look inside, came out beautiful. There's me and Jonathan. And there's a picture of that single that was added. There's a CD came out. Wonderful. There's me and my wife. And our baby, our dog, Hazel. Okay. All right. Now let's play some of this music. I'm going to play from the... Okay. Now if you want to listen to these songs, you go to my channel. You just type in, if you don't know how to get there, go to search, type in at Invader Metal, one word in capital letters, and then 777. Okay. Now I'm going to go in here. You see, you go to YouTube. Then I'm going to go to my channel. Now, view channel. You type in that and you will get here, and then you just go to playlists. Now I put all the albums here on playlists. Now there you can see, there's the one, there can be only one, that's single. There's white metal, there's New Lane, there's Fresh Fire, and so on. So let's listen to, they're all in a row like that. Let's listen to, I'm going to play Love God and Hate Evil from this first Invader album. Okay, if you want to hear more, you go and you come here to that channel and you listen. You can listen to the all my albums. The second one, then I'm gonna play you now from that industrial album. that came out totally different sound. Light in the Light, the first song on the EP. You can hear industrial. Okay, so much. Can't play too much. I don't want the video to be too long. Okay, let's go to now the one that I added some stuff of my own. Divine Graduation, gonna play you More Intelligent. This is like holy and black metal meet industrial type of stuff. Call it what you want. Put some guitars in. Okay, so much. All right, and then, okay, and then when I did X29, I'm gonna play you Vision Defender. Done this here at home, my own little studio. Okay, and then I'm gonna go to Devil Rattler. I'm gonna play you number 5, Nehemiah. Go a bit forward.
With the vision, stand your ground. Be persistent.
Okay. If you want to hear more of that, you go listen yourself. Okay. Now, okay, forward. At Jonathan Shaw's studio. Came out so nice. Okay, can't play more than that. Then I'm gonna play you No Nukes of the No Nukes album, the 3rd song, No Nukes. Very thrashy, energetic. Okay, that's and then oops, playlists went too far. Gonna play with that single I did. There can be only one. This was in 2018, middle of 2018. Okay, then gonna play the last one is gonna be from Up and Rising, the new album. I'm gonna play you God's Army, the third song. This album came out very nice, the sound, production and the artwork. I'm very happy with this album. I just wish I could do more songs. But there's 6 songs altogether, 36 minutes long plus.
Far from holiness, far from peace, far from prosperity, living a total lie. Waves of insurrection, waves of crime, waves of art corruption, a different lost world. But what's that sound? So loud and clear, so undeniable.
So much I can do. Okay, well that's it, guys. Now I think I don't know whenever I'm gonna record again, when I have money and when God bless me with some money or something like that. But yeah, I'll who knows? Maybe I'll do another recording soon. Hopefully sooner than later. But you know, as you can see, you need to pray a lot and you have to stay on track with Jesus, because we are in very difficult times, especially there in the United States. Things are going crazy there. It is, and then there's Israel. Please pray for Israel. Keep up Israel in your prayers. The rapture can be any time. So I don't know. Maybe I'm so glad I could do what I did. And God, there was chance to do these things. I was for the most of my life I was single. I had time to do all these things. But the thing is, and fortunately my wife helps me. We stood by me when I did this latest CD and helped me a lot with that. She was like there in the studio with me and cheering me on. And me and my wife got a band now called Risen. That is not metal. That is like, I would call it progressive reggae. It's our own thing. Reggae meets rock. It's excellent. We recorded 5 songs so far. So we're busy with that now. So I don't know when or if something's going to go again with Invader. Hopefully soon, when I got a gap and so on, and some money enough, I'll do hopefully another full album. But you can check out Risen. Let me just show you where Risen is. If you go to your YouTube, let's maybe go back here. Okay, there, Risen. Okay, view channel. There's our channel. Now you're gonna, you just type in that, at Risen, small r, small I, big Z, a small e and an N and 823. Then you go to search on YouTube and you type in that, at Risen, small r, small I, big Z, small e, small n, 823, and you can go to our channel. There's pictures of us playing live and the playlists. Look at the one playlist got the 5 studio songs. You can check that out. Okay, and then I wish you all of the best. Keep pray for Invader and for Risen and for everybody, for Israel, for America, and keep following Jesus. Keep making music for Jesus. If you're into Christian rock and metal, keep grinding or headbanging for Jesus or whatever. God bless you. Please like and subscribe. Hope to see you soon. God bless. Bye-bye.